We're going live. We're going straight in, baby girl.
Right in. Okay, let's.
We are live. We are live. How about that?
Hello. I just want to share, if that's okay, I just want to share on my Facebook page.
You do that. So while you're sharing, I will just introduce you. So this is Annelle Machaj. Machaj.
Machaj.
I'm like my okay. Originally, she was born in Poland. I first met her 3 years ago when she was in Bali, and we had this fabulous interview from there. Now, you know, as the trendsetter that she is in outside of London, in London.
I'm in London. Yes.
Yes. So she's now in London, and so we did the first talk with. We had Netherlands and we had Ireland, and now we have London. If you're unfamiliar with London, it's in the UK now.
Yes, still in UK.
You know where that is. And we're going to sort of talk about this whole idea about the power of now, because that's what we've been expanding from there, right? It's all about this moment in time. So
absolutely.
Welcome and thank you, darling, for being here. You know, I always love talking to you.
Thank you, and thank you for having me here. It's always a pleasure to be part of your global healing party.
So how are things there? How are you finding this transition and this shift that we weren't really expecting this way, were we?
I did not expect that, to be honest. I didn't expect this type of stories. I did expect that there will be things happening, but I didn't really thought about a virus coming that will spread globally between us. But I think it's kind of you know, it's a weird kind of scenario, because even I went shopping today, and I feel safe. I know I'm safe.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is a divine timing and, divinely orchestrated. But then, when I walk to a shop, I've seen people, and there are people also that I've seen on Facebook who's got that virus. So it does seem real for people who are experiencing that fear or the virus. Yeah, so it's kind of like a very strange reality we are facing right now, where we are literally going through shifts, and every single one of us goes through that shift in a different ways.
Mm-hmm.
But when we really accept the potential of this present moment, that's when everything changed, because in the present moment we really connect with the abundance that exists within us. The present moment is now, so everything that is now is actually real. And within this certain situation on our planet, it's just so important to stay connected to our hearts and really see the value of what we have right now, what we really, what we are surrendered with. Mm-hmm. And for those people who do have the virus, I know that might be very, super challenging times for them, and I absolutely understand that, But it's just being in the present moment, here and now, is the best possible option we can offer to ourselves right now. Because in the present moment, we actually letting go of the mind, and the fear, it's not visible anymore. It's not tangible. Then when we actually think about all these stories and look through the Facebook and watch TV. It just kind of it creates more distraction within us. So present moment is definitely something that can help us to shift, to really understand that we are healthy, that we are wealthy, that that there is so much abundance available to us. But we can only feel that in the present moment.
So you and I recognize that aspect of, the word abundance, of being present in the moment. There are a lot of people out there, just as they're having their issues with possibly their health, is they're also thinking, oh my gosh, what about my finances? So we're not talking about abundance in terms of money here, are we? We're talking about abundance in that health and that joy and that experience of everything that you are is in this moment. Everything in the universe is in this moment. That's what you're really expressing, correct?
Yes, but in terms of money, I mean that's with this coronavirus, from what I can see, it's happening. There are these three main fears that we're facing globally, which is fear of dying, fear of losing income, money, and fear of change.
And boy, we have been avoiding facing those in a long time, haven't we?
We work, I mean, we are energy, and each individual self brings the little piece to the collective self. So if we really bring the present moment and reconnect with our sacred heart, with our hearts, and the presence of the divine in each moment, and we really understand that we are safe. We are safe, and really practicing this present moment. That's really important for every single one of us. And in terms of income, the more we connect with our hearts, the more we understand that the divine really looks after us, and the more we feel safe within that presence of our sacred heart, the more we let go of the fears of not having enough.
Yes. So Ponzi here, hi Ponzi, I was just saying, turn off the news. The fear will kill you faster than that's what I've been saying. I changed the acronym to what did I say? Connecting others, releasing obstacles, a new awareness. That's to me what this is all about. And we were talking about it as a gift the other day, that it's two sides to the coin. You can look at it as, oh my gosh, this is a horrible thing, or you can look at it as it's a gift. And if you look at the gift is bringing us back to the present moment, gift, presence.
Yeah.
Right? That then you have everything you need, because in this moment, this is all we have. And we're not ahead of ourselves and we're not behind ourselves. We're just here. And so Shaman was just saying about in mindfulness, right? You talk about washing your hands as a practice, being mindful. Well, all of a sudden everybody's forcefully mindful. Oh, did I wash my hands? No, I can't put my hand to my face, right? All these simple little things are actually forcing everybody to becoming what you're saying, being in that moment. Wouldn't you think?
Absolutely, and I think that there is even more happening behind the scene. It's really, I personally believe that there is awakening that is happening on a global scale, because unfortunately we have we program our cells that we have to go through down to go up, that we have to go through suffering to wake up, right? And our beliefs create the collective waves at the same time. So, and we do, many of us have that belief that we have to suffer to expand. We have to, and it's not true. It is true, of course, but at the same time, I think it's time for us to shift that beliefs and the pattern into like actually that we can expand through joy. We can follow joy, and I think that's one of the biggest things that we have actually to follow joy, to actually really open ourselves to pure heart desires.
Yeah.
And the more we, to me personally, I would love, I mean, I don't watch really TV and news.
Right.
My source of news is Facebook, and it's, on the Facebook right now, it's everything about the coronavirus. And there's all sorts of information. There's so many people that really stepping out and showing their light. And this is just so beautiful to see. And it's just so beautiful to see also how we're uniting and how people like really doing their best to help. That's really precious. Like I just love witnessing this and just be at that time on planet Earth and really be part of that. But on another side, there's lots of fear for informations also. And to me, I'm thinking like I just wish that we could really let go of this whole topic. And instead of that, just transform that topic into, okay, the joy and love and acts of love and compassion, And I think Diana, she mentioned by being kind, it's really, just to shift that into acts of love and compassion towards each other, towards animals, towards the planet. And really that I strongly feel and believe that will really will expand the light on our planet. And that will create awakenings for us all, because obviously it affects us all. It doesn't, the energy doesn't go, okay, I go to this person, I don't go to this person. It's right, we are one. So we all in this together. There's no separation.
And that is the gift, I think, when people are starting to truly see themselves in other people, right? You and I have had those experiences where way back when we said, oh, the mirror work, or what did you see, and blah, 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 but so many of the people that are now being forced to look at these things never have had those, in a sense, conversations. But I feel because of everybody that has been doing their work, or however you want to say it, awakening, it's going to be so much easier for them to transition. And this is why I like to use the analogy of the software upgrade, because we're not on the hard drive anymore with the floppy disks. Okay, we're not individual. We really are all connected. And so you are me and I am you. So if we're moving towards that area and we're trusting the divine I am and the expansiveness, it makes it so much easier for the rest to come through, as you say, expand in joy, and believe that it can be joyful, and believe that that's actually what I just do with it. When I was in the forest the other day, I just said to Willie, she goes, well, I'm on ups and downs. Sometimes I'm happy and sometimes I'm down. And I said, well, where do you feel the down? So she described where she feels the down in her head. And I go, so do you like feeling that? She's like, no, that's why I'm down. And I'm like, well, where does it come from? And she's like, well, it's a voice in my head. And I'm like, do you really have a voice in your head? And she's like, well, don't I? And I'm like, well, what if it was a text message that was coming into you? Would you keep it? And she goes, what do you mean? I'm like, haven't you ever got those text messages from guys that say, hey, babe, you just on Facebook? And she's like, yeah. I go, do you keep them? She goes, no, I delete them. I go, so what if you just deleted that? She's like, oh, right? And so I gave her a little story. I asked her, does that face she felt good? I said, what if all this was happening? Your transformation was blah, 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 blah. And she just like lit up and she's like, huh. Well, that's a joyful story then, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It is important what we think actually, and how we perceive our own reality and how we perceive ourselves, because that's also part of the divine design, where we living in like a soup.
Mhm.
Everything is in the same plate. Nothing is separate. It looks like it's different, but it's in the same plate. So every thought, every emotion that affect us internally,
Mhm.
and that reflects, and then it manifests within us,
Right.
within our own reality. And that, and which is just one part, and then each individual bring the collective stories, right? It's like the Russian dolls, a doll inside a doll.
Yes.
So it's exactly like this. We are just one doll, and then you add another, and the collective becomes real, and you reflect within globally. In this case, really globally.
And it's amazing then when we all get present to that. What do you feel it would be like when this forced reset is happening and people realize, I really do like being at home, or I really do like being out in nature, or I really do like dancing, right? Aha, there,
Mhm.
I've seen you dance.
Yeah.
Right? And then you realize, well, I really like that. Why would I want to go do something I don't like? What do you feel the world would be like if everybody was living their joy?
I think the world will be filled with abundance. There would not be a lack. There would be really joy. We would live a happy lives. We would be, the divine design has been created for us to explore ourselves on this planet, and to really experience life through pure joy, experience what it means to be alive, what it means to feel in love with yourself, what it means to feel the presence of everything else in your reality in a meaningful way for you, in a way that makes you feel fulfilled, that
Mhm.
makes you feel alive, that makes you feel energized, that makes you feel free. And that is the purpose of our life. And for now, for now, we forgot that. We coming back to that.
We are coming back to that, and you've been spending time, for instance, in nature a lot. Do you feel like nature's been communicating this the whole time?
Yeah, I mean the nature, it's just incredible being mother earth, I mean there's so much abundance in that. There's I you know I'm For me, my life is based on law of reflection and law of projection and law of manifestation, because that's the divine design within every single one of us.
Right.
Plus, the heart and the nature is amazing. It gives you really amazing reflection mechanisms of your own unique potential. Because I mean, we have been created the same way. Every single one of us have a divine potential within us. So the beauty that you notice within the nature, it's really a reflection of your own inner beauty. The cycle of life, it's a reflection of our own cycle of life, or the process we're going through internally within us. And the birds, when you look at them, it's like you see and feel the freedom, right? They can
Right.
fly anywhere, and
Mhm.
it's a reflection of our own inner wisdom that can set us free if we reconnect with our unique gifts and our sacred heart desires, our pure heart desires. So the nature, it's an amazing divine goddess that we have the pleasure and honor to experience this current situation even right now.
Mhm.
And as you see that, or as we see, that nature, doesn't let us just this to go by. She restores, she prepares, she she takes the advantage of this story, the current story, and she creates rebirth, right? I've seen, I'm not sure if you've seen the post on a Facebook where actually the nature, the animals coming back, and it's more green, and that's a beautiful reflection how the mother Gaia, the goddess of compassion and abundance towards us all, how she takes the opportunity of the story, and she doesn't look from the lack. She actually expands the connection to the divine by expanding, breathing the fresh air and thinking like, oh, I can rest.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And that's an amazing reflection for every single one of us within that story, to take example of that and really just take advantage of these benefits that we're receiving through this story of taking a rest, connecting with yourself on a much deeper level, being more present and enjoying the things that you couldn't enjoy before because you didn't have time for that.
Is that what you're finding in some of the people around you, that they're recognizing, wow, they actually like this extra time that they have on their hands?
I think everyone goes through their own internal story, and I also think that this story reflects certain situations that reflects within our own life, and for people to really reconnect with the pure heart desires and expand the connection and feel the benefits of that. I think it's important that we face some. Actually, you know what? I think it's important that we really allow ourselves to be more present and really shine through our gifts, through what gives us joy. It would be amazing time when actually people just reconnect with themselves and really, reflect on their lives and reflect really, it's like, what do they really want to create in the reality?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's perfect time because we have time for that.
We do. Everywhere has this time to be, although we have all this time, we're teaching everybody just to get present to the moment.
Which that's what will help you to create in a most meaningful way for your soul, because in the present moment you connect more with your pure heart desires, because the mind, it gets silent. And yeah.
So how do you connect? Is there a little like meditation or prayer or anything you do? Is it just being in nature? Is it dancing? What do you do now to connect?
Everything what you mentioned.
Did you want to share anything with anybody now?
Yes, I mean, obviously I am a nature woman. I love being in the nature. It does, as I said, the law of reflection, it helps to reconnect with your heart so much more. Mm-hmm. And let go of the mind. Mm-hmm. But right now I can share with you a little meditation, okay, if you want. Yes. And we can connect to the present moment and just allow ourselves to be and experience the connection to nature and the nature. I mean, it's just such a gift for us, and yeah, I think personally we should give her more credit for that, and yeah.
Okay. So I am going to put you full screen as you do a little meditation here. Let's see. Okay. Can I do this? Whoops. No, wrong one. I want you to go full screen. Maybe I can't. Maybe let me go this way. Nope. I'm playing now.
Okay, beautiful ones. So let's just close our eyes and just feel the air around you. And just follow the cycle of your breath. Breathe in and out. And as you breathe in, just visualize that you filling up your body with beautiful white light. And as you're breathing out, just let go all of the worries, all of the stress. Breathe in and out, relaxing your mind. Just visualize now your heart opening like a beautiful flower. And just connect with that light. And as you're focusing on your heart chakra, just see the light from your heart going up into your crown, connecting further with the sun. Then coming back to your heart and seeing the column of white light from your heart going down, down into your root chakra, and then connecting with the middle center of Mother Earth, with the rose crystals, and grounding your heart, pure desires within this present moment. And just with every breath, just see the column of light within you growing and expanding. Until you find yourself sitting within a bubble of white light. And just connect with the light around you. Feel your vibrations raising, feeling more present. Connecting with your heart even more, and acknowledging that you're good enough, that you are beautiful and you have what it takes to shower yourself with love and compassion. Just visualize with your heart, from your heart, there is a pyramid growing, beautiful golden pyramid going up. And then visualize that from the center of this pyramid, there is another pyramid growing that goes down, creating a Merkaba field. Just surrender to this new frequency of light. Surrender even more. Visualize within your heart a beautiful bubble that is transforming and expanding into a beautiful flower of life. It looks like a beautiful flower that is growing and expanding from the middle point of your sacred heart. And as you connect with that flower of life, visualize that this flower of life connects with other people's flowers of life, creating one collective flower of life. Growing and expanding, creating peace within you. Expanding abundance. And the sense of feeling safety. You're one with the divine, and your life is precious. So just surrender and allow yourself to expand. And just silently within mind, just accept the connection to the divine. The inner knowing that you're worthy. That you're worthy of receiving abundance. And just surrender even more. Letting go any tensions from your body. Just letting go. Feeling the present moment. Only present moment real right now. You're safe within this space. Just allow yourself to just be. Because it's okay to just be and do nothing. To stay in a silence, in a stillness. And just focus on your breath. It will help you to connect with the present moment. Just give great gratitude to yourself for allowing yourself to reconnect with your heart and with the present moment. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. You are beautiful, and every time when you reconnect with that present moment within you, that is when you can really shine your unique self, your unique heart desires, and feel the presence of the sacredness of your heart and your life. Because we have come here to shine and to really experience this life with pure joy. And we can allow ourselves to receive through joy when we really create stronger relationships, stronger bond with our own unique heart desires. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or is there anything you would like me to share with you. I will check. Let me know in the comments. Sorry, didn't know it's now. Is there anything I'm trying to share with you? I'm trying to check the comments. I don't think, yeah, from my phone it doesn't look like I can do that. Let me see now. Got it, got it, got it. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm grateful for you, and I honor you for your presence and for your courage and for not giving up even in these crazy times on planet Earth. 'Cause I know it can be challenging, but you are beautiful and you have what it takes to really, really allow yourself to experience life through joy. And just want to send you lots of love, and you're very special. So never forget that. Thank you for watching. And you can find me on a Facebook page. I think the link is below. So it would be great and happy to connect with you more often. Sending you lots of love and blessings to you.